You're watching 13 on your side.
And we begin tonight with the guilty verdicts for two men in the plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer. They were both convicted today on kidnapping charges and conspiracy to use a weapon of mass destruction. 13 on your side's Andrea Flores joins us now with reaction from legal experts. Andrea.
Juliet, a different jury 4 months ago couldn't reach a verdict on the two men convicted today, and two legal experts say tonight that these differences likely played a role in today's decision, as well as more evidence from the prosecution.
The defendants in this case believe that their anti-government views justified violence. Today's verdict is a clear example that they were wrong.
After about 8 hours of deliberation, a jury found Barry Croft Jr. and Adam Fox guilty of conspiracy in the plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer in 2020. Earlier this year, a different jury couldn't reach a verdict about these two men and acquitted two others. Prosecutors say the men planned to blow up a bridge to distract police in the abduction attempt at Whitmer's vacation home.
These two defendants are looking at life in prison. I'm not sure that that's what they'll get, but they're looking at life in prison.
Western Michigan University Cooley Law professor Jeff Swartz says he believes that the hung jury this past April was based on one or two jurors' political attitudes.
Or they wanted to accept these people were just talking. They did not want to accept the law that says that, in fact, when you commit an overt act, when you do something beyond just mere gathering of what you need to commit the crime, but actually go out and do things in furtherance of it, then under those circumstances, it's conspiracy.
In this second trial, more evidence from social media was used, and former U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Pat Miles, says this jury was different than the first one as well.
There was actually a woman of color, and I believe another person of color on this jury as opposed to the first trial. And I think this jury might have been a little more diverse.
Swartz says this case is just one example of political violence seen in the U.S.
It will not be tolerated by the Department of Justice, and that's what this case tells you, along with some other cases that are pending now.
And he believes that people out there know they're being watched now if attempting to create political violence in Michigan.
And I think that that's going to have a substantial effect on Republican turnout, in particular the far right turnout in the election in November. I think that it furthers the goals of the re-election of Governor Whitmer.
The attorneys for Croft and Fox could appeal today's verdict and say they will pursue all avenues between now and sentencing. A date for a sentencing hearing has yet to be set. Juliet.
Andrea, thank you.